Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live lesson, a live YouTube lesson with me and my student, Helen. Hi, Helen.
Hi everyone.
Hi. How are you doing today, Helen?
Uh, More or less well, except the trouble I have with the light. You
Yeah, I
see,
noticed. I can barely see you, Helen.
uh,
I have the opposite problem. I have got too much light here. Look, I'm using this light and I
can,
need to
can you
make sure.
can you
I
shed
need.
some light on me?
No, but I can shed some light on English, on the English language, because that is my job. That's what I'm here for. As always, this is a
Oh,
live lesson, and it's done in the what's called Dogme method.
yeah.
And Dogme is like an improvised lesson in a conversation style where there's no plan whatsoever. That's what suits me. That's what most of my
Mhm.
students like anyway. We just have a conversation, and whenever there's a problem or something interesting that deserves our attention in terms of the language, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, then we talk about it. We try to explore it deep. We go deeper. We talk about the language, and that's what we are doing here as well. Hello, guys. Good to have you here. We've got Nina here. We've got Adam. Good to see you here, guys. So, what do we talk about today? About the light? Shall we talk about the light?
Yeah. We could talk about the light. I left the other room because I thought it was not enough lit. Oh yeah, this room where has more light, but you see bad light, bad
Yeah.
results.
The thing is, there is the right amount of light, because if there's too much light, like this one, it's if it's facing into if it's facing my face, that doesn't sound like good English, right? If it's facing me
Sorry, just
directly,
give
if
me.
I'm looking directly into it, it's going to make my job of teaching really unpleasant. So I'm trying to avoid that.
Can you give me just 20 seconds? The other room was not so bad after all. And
I can give you 20 seconds, but no more than that, Helen. All right, I'm gonna
okay,
count.
okay.
This is gonna be a countdown, everyone. I'm gonna count down from 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. This is numbers practice, everyone. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The pressure is on. 5. Can she make it, everyone? This is exciting, yeah? 4, 3. I can hear you laughing in the background, Helen.
Zdenek, I can hear you, but just I'm not on screen.
2.
What can I do to be on
1.
screen?
Unfortunately, mission failed, Helen. It wasn't 20 seconds. Oh, it's just me now. Oh, God. What am I going to do here? I'm alone, all alone by myself. I'm scared. Where's Helen? Where's my student? Oh, I've got an interesting comment here from Nina. And I think Helen is already here.
Okay, I thought this light was bad, but compared to
Welcome
the other
back.
one,
No,
I guess that will
no,
do.
this is way better, Helen, because we can see you now, actually. Yeah. So in the
Yeah.
flesh. It's Helen in the flesh, everyone. Helen from France. So apart from the light problems, light issues, how are you, Helen?
I'm good. Besides for the rush with the light. Um,
You had to run around like a headless chicken, but now everything seems to be fine. Yeah.
I still have my head on. Good news. Definitely winter is coming.
Yeah.
Usually
Game of
I'm
Thrones
bothered
reference.
because there's too much light coming from behind, and now I have the opposite problem of not enough light.
Okay, well, it's never
Winter's
perfect, is it,
coming.
Helen? It's never perfect.
Seems so. So you're better lit than me.
I better what?
You are better lit than me.
Oh, I'm better lit than you. That's a really, really nice phrase. I'm gonna write it down for us, and then we will talk about it later, yeah? Okay. So, what do we talk about today, Helen? Have you got a topic for us, or does anybody want to suggest topic? There's people are talking in the comments about autumn. How do we say autumn in American English? Do you know, Helen?
I have no idea. I would say exactly the same as
No,
autumn.
no, they don't use this word.
Autumn.
They use a different one. Yeah.
Can
So,
you give me the first
yeah,
letter?
I'm gonna make a riddle for you. Yeah. No, somebody said it for us. Of course, okay, Adam, come on. I
I
was
don't see.
testing.
I haven't seen the comments, so you
Okay,
can
okay.
still.
Well, should I believe you, Helen, that you haven't seen the comments? Okay.
You should never believe me, but let's
All right, all
pretend.
right, all right. Let me give you a very good example. Yeah, it's gonna be example from life. Yeah. So imagine sleepwalking, and you suddenly appear on the on the top of your house, on the roof. You're walking on the roof. You're sleepwalking. Yeah. And then a cat meows. Suddenly a cat meows, yeah, and you wake up, and then you almost what?
Slip down, fall
Okay,
down,
sorry.
fall down,
Yes, and
fall.
that is the word Americans use without down, yeah, and that's what Adam said in the comments. I'm gonna put it on the screen, yeah. Fall.
Yeah, it rings a bell now.
It rings a bell, yeah.
Mhm.
Good, which is a brilliant phrase, by the way. It rings a bell now. Okay. Let's make sure we know how to pronounce the British version of fall. Can you pronounce it for me?
Fall,
No, the British
fall.
version. Fall is American one, but
Oh, autumn, autumn, autumn.
good pronunciation. I don't know why we started with this language bit. Usually I do it at the end, but sometimes it's good to change things around, right? So I just feel I'm in this kind of mood for talking about the language. I hope that's okay and doesn't get too
And
difficult for everyone.
maybe like because lately you've been into pronunciation a lot with me.
No, but you
Just a
haven't
bit.
said anything. Yes, that's true. That's true, everyone. I've been, because Helen is my private student as well. So we've been talking a lot about pronunciation. But actually, you haven't said anything wrong, as far as I know. Maybe
Thank God.
I wasn't paying attention, or I don't know. Maybe you have been
Lucky me.
excellent. Yeah. Let's entertain that idea as well. You might have been just excellent. Yeah. All right. Yeah. In the word autumn, which letter is silent? It's a $1 million question,
And
everyone.
it's autumn and not autumn. Autumn.
Which letter is silent? It's an easy
The,
question, Helen. Which letter
like
is
in
silent?
French, the last one. Like in French, the last one.
N.
Autumn.
Okay. Letter N. You were trying to give me riddles as well, right? It's the last one, so I have to figure out which one the last one is, right? Which makes it much harder for me, obviously. No, wasn't that hard. We've got Rod here as well watching. And who else is here? hard-earned skills.
I hear
It's a tough
now.
one for me to pronounce. That's Irena. Yeah. All right. By the way, I don't want to go on about it again, but the computer saga goes on. That could be like a newspaper headline. Yeah. The computer saga goes on.
So what's the last episode about?
The last, it's very dark. Are you sure you want to hear about it? It's super dark.
It will remind me of my own
Life.
difficulties with computers and how
Okay.
I got all about it.
All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? I might be without a computer for about 11 days, maybe 12.
Oh, last time I got some news, it could have been up to a month. So 11 days,
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Yeah. They said it could get fixed within 11 days, but 1 month is given in the law. So I am hoping it's in warranty. So I should have it covered because it's a new laptop. Yeah. So something wrong with a piece of hardware, which I'm not going to look inside. I'm not going to risk it. I just have to let someone pick it up and take a look at it. The people who made it.
If you open your computer, sure you won't be covered by the
No, I won't
by
be
the
doing any
warranty.
of that. I won't be doing any of that. No. Okay, Helen, anything interesting in your life? And we can avoid talking about computers because enough has been said about that.
Are you implicitly saying that I have an interesting life, which is a nice thing to do to say, but unfortunately, it seems it isn't the case.
It's not the case. Okay. Okay. Wow. But you implicitly said that. I like the sentence. Can you repeat it again? You implicitly said that. What was it? I need to write it
You,
down. Yeah.
oh, just can I remember what I've just said?
I'm not using a
You
Google
used
document, everyone. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. In the old-fashioned way. I'm just making notes. Yeah.
by asking me if I have something interesting to tell you, you implicitly suggested
Can you
that
slow down, Helen? It's a bit too fast for my liking. Okay. I'm not a I'm not computer. Okay.
okay, by asking me
Yes.
if I had something interesting to say, you implicitly supposed that I have an interesting life. It was a question. I heard it that way. Let's say.
I like it. I'm just writing it down. There is an easier way to say this, Helen. Yeah, and this is okay. It's not wrong. It's just
Short
if you're
answer:
talking
no. I don't have any interesting things to say. Short answer.
I know. You could just say you've implied, yeah, instead of using the word implicitly. I think that's a bit academic almost. I would just say you have implied. To imply, yeah. It's like to sort of suggest it in an indirect way, right? That's what implicit means. If something is implicitly said, it's sort of like said in an indirect way, right?
You mean it, but you don't say it.
Do you know that I'm a man, Helen? I'm not that good at reading between the lines, right? Okay. But I guess I get this one.
I won't say anything about this.
Apparently, I need an assistant to do the notes. That's what Nina says. Nina, would you like to be my assistant? Are you, is this your, are you implicitly asking me for a job? Am
Nice one, Zdenek.
am I reading between the lines here? Am I reading well between the lines here?
Yeah, yeah, I would say so, Zdenek.
Yeah. Okay.
You've done a great job reading between the lines.
Right. Yeah. To be honest, it would be really hard reading between the lines because my handwriting is so bad.
It's
Not
very
only can you
hard
not
to.
read between the lines, you can't read the lines themselves. So
Yeah, that is what I was about to say. I
yeah.
cannot read between the lines without seeing the lines in the first place.
To be honest, it makes no difference if you don't see it or if you see it. You still can't read it.
Oh.
All right.
So something about autumn.
Autumn.
Autumn. Autumn. Autumn.
Not O. Not O.
O, A, E, I, O.
It's like Pygmalion here, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know Pygmalion? I'm Henry Higgins. Helen is, what's her name? Eliza Doolittle. Eliza. Okay.
I don't know who you're referring, but
it's
I'll
a famous
Google
play by
later.
George Bernard Shaw, Helen. Okay. AU, I don't know if you can see. AU, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, oh.
No, it's not
Oh.
ow. It might be
Oh.
ow in your language, in your first language, like it is in mine. In my first language, we read it ow.
In my language, it's O. It's O.
English, this is never ow. Okay, this is never ow.
Oh.
Ow does ow even exist in English? No, this is not a diphthong.
O. In my language, it will be O.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, it is. How, you say how. Yeah. But this spelling in English is just O. Yeah, it's
Autumn. Autumn.
Autumn. Do you guys know more examples of words which start with AU? I'm asking you, Helen. I'm asking people in the comments because as always, we want them to get involved.
Some automated automation or something different.
Yeah. Automatic.
Nothing else comes to my mind. I suppose there's a lot more words that
Autism.
begins with. Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah. Isn't auburn? Isn't that a color? I'm terrible at colors. Auburn. I think it's a color or something.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yeah, I've heard it before. I don't have a dictionary here, so I mean I do, but it's really fiddly for me, finicky. I would have to touch the screen, and first of all, you would see my hand like that, my fingers. That's creepy, yeah. And secondly, I would misspell everything. Oh, we've got Noop here as well. Hi, Noop. I should have read that comment before I put it on. What if it's rude? What if it's rude? What do you think about writing English? English is spelled with capital E, Noop. In cursive. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce this one. Cursive. I don't know. I think it should be taught for learners who plan to speak English, capital E, or long term. Yeah, okay. What do you think about writing? What do you
I think we all write in cursive. Is it the right spelling? Pronunciation in our own language.
Oh, cursive. Yeah. Why was I thinking? Yeah, of course. Why was I thinking italics? I don't know. Cursive. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's just another way of writing. It's when you are sort of merging the letters, right? That's when you're linking.
You're linking them. You're linking them.
Yeah. I think it's becoming. I don't know. Let's ask Helen first. she's the student, so why should I bother?
Right. At long last, I have some room to speak. Thank you, Zdenek. Yeah, as I said, we all use cursive writing in our own language. It might be useful for students who have a very different writing system. Of course, it has to be taught and not only write on the computer. It's definitely a skill that to be acquired. For some students, it's easy, depending on their first language, and for some of us, it has to be taught. It is more challenging.
Yeah.
It is as challenging as it would be for me to learn Chinese or Japanese. Not letters, signs, kanji, and stuff.
Yeah.
It's challenging.
What I think is, personally, I think it's becoming less and less important because of the emergence of computers, and because you tend to type a lot these days. So I feel like to unify it, like personally, I kind of I use a mixture when I make notes. It's a mixture of cursive and.
But as you can see, Zdenek, when your computer is down, or when there's a power shutdown, suddenly you're unable to write.
Yeah, but I can write in block letters as well, like Helen. This is how I wrote Helen. Yeah, you see. So yeah, it's not a problem for me either. It might take longer time because I always have to take the pen off the paper, like whenever I make a new letter. But other than that, I'm fine with it. Okay, more words with o. Author.
Author, yeah. Nice example. Author. Author. Author.
Author. Oh God.
Aubergine.
Aubergine, yeah. Yeah. It's is that a vegetable or fruit? I always struggle with it.
It's a vegetable.
Okay, thanks. It's good to have a vegan student for a change.
Oh, come on.
I'm sure that's why you know what it is. This is what Noob says. Can you identify the mistake, everyone?
Sorry, it's my texting language, so I am not following the
I'm not trying to humiliate Nrup or anything. I just feel like this is one of the most common mistakes even native speakers make. Yeah, and I want to talk about this. What's wrong with this? What's the biggest error here? Considering like there's no full stop and no capital letter at the start of the sentence. I don't mean that, but
we all understand that writing on the phone is a bit challenging.
Yeah,
and
I'm not laughing or anything.
We are all bending the rules a bit when writing on the phone.
I like this one. We are all bending the rules. Speak for yourself, Helen. I am a law-abiding citizen. Yeah. So maybe you bend the rules, but I don't.
All right. You can report me to whoever who might think suitable too.
Can't be bothered to do that. So what's wrong with this? Come on.
For me, it should be writing rules, but it's more like
grammar. In terms of grammar or spelling, what's wrong with this?
The apostrophe.
The rules of writing, it's not a big deal. You can
I thought about the apostrophe in it.
Why do we need that? Why do we need that?
Because it changes completely the meaning. It's with an apostrophe refers to it's a possessive. And when you write it with an apostrophe,
This is what Nup wrote is the possessive, or
It's the possessive, yeah.
yes. Uh-huh. So you need an apostrophe because what he's
To,
saying
to,
is
to be
it is
the shortening of it is,
exactly
and
the
it's the.
contracted form. All
But
right.
my brain so somehow automatically corrected it, but because it's when you're texting, it's the kind of rule you're bending. But when you're writing an essay for your teacher, you surely have to pay close attention to that.
Sorry, I didn't get the last bit. I got
Uh,
distracted by some comments here. Can you repeat the last bit?
which last bit? When you're texting, it's the kind of rules you usually bend, and a lot of people are accustomed with that, are
A
used
lot
to
of
that.
people are what?
Are you accustomed or used to? Used to.
Accustomed.
Let's say used to.
No, don't be afraid to take risks, Helen. Just because
Uh,
I'm
uh,
pointing out just because I'm pointing out the errors doesn't mean that I don't want you to do what you just did. Yeah, it's good. But the pronunciation is the word is accustomed.
Accustomed. Yeah,
Accustomed.
it sounds less weird. Accustomed. People are accustomed to this kind of writing while texting. I was saying that when you write an essay for your English teacher, it's the kind of thing you shouldn't write, and you should pay close attention to it.
Yeah. I mean, it really bugs me like when I see this sometimes because
But
the thing is there are a lot of people who don't know the difference. Yeah, so that's like
that's an issue. That's an issue.
yeah, and
But
that's the problem.
to
They're
be
just
honest,
hiding
on a
behind it,
point,
and they're just
try to
hiding
find
behind that.
try to on a phone, try to find all that little signs, apostrophe, the comma, the dot, and all the basic things. It can be a
No,
hassle sometimes.
no, the words are suggested, Helen, down below. Like if sometimes, yeah. So the words get suggested down below as well. Like,
No,
did
no,
you
no,
mean that?
not on my phone. Not on my phone.
Is your phone smart, Helen?
Is a smartphone smarter than a coffee machine?
You could say that your phone doesn't need to be smart because you are smart, right?
You can put it that way. Thank you, Zdenek.
Yeah. Cursive is the opposite of print language. Yeah, that's right. Correct. I did. I did say that.
Mm,
I may have used a different term. Yeah. Okay. I don't
is
know.
that too?
There is a word veggie here. Veggie is another word for vegetable, right? A veggie.
Veggies, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why this is here, Nina. This is out of context for me. What's this? He probably meant it. Oh, this is yeah.
Sure, it meant it.
Of course he did. I never doubt Nrup's ability to speak and write English. Nup is a well-educated guy. I'm just using this as an opportunity to what's the word I'm looking for? Not illuminate.
To point out.
Enlighten. I wanted to go for something fancy. Sorry, enlighten, enlighten the YouTube world, the whole YouTube world. Yeah. Okay, where were we, Helen?
Talking about phones and phones being smart.
Or not smart?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I see. I already forgot that, Nina. That was like 10 minutes ago. Apparently, I was asking about an aubergine. So Nina answered. Thank you for that, Nina. It's a veggie. And thank you for that icon as well. Yeah, it helps me realize what it actually is. Yeah. I
And it
know.
doesn't look like an egg.
Yeah, that's right. I have an egg on my face now because I didn't know. I didn't know whether it was fruit or vegetable. So I have an egg on my face.
You do eat a lot of vegetables of all kinds.
I do, yeah,
I'm
but
surprised
not
you didn't know
aubergine.
that.
Not aubergine. It's too purple for my liking.
So you don't like red and you don't like purple vegetables.
My sweatshirt is kind of purple, so I'm a hypocrite.
But you will never eat your sweatshirt, would you?
Sorry,
You would
I
never
just
eat your switched
well,
shirt.
if I were starving, I don't know what I would do. Like you get delirious. You kind of get delirious when you starve, right? Like I've tried to fast, and the longest I haven't eaten for was like 3.5 days or something. And I wasn't hallucinating or anything. I was fine. I was all right. I was just a bit hungry, I guess. But other than that, I was fine. So I wasn't even considering eating my sweatshirt, even though I had, yeah, I hadn't had the sweatshirt. I hadn't bought it yet. So that doesn't work anyway. But I
Uh,
might have eaten a different one. So.
but your sweatshirt is made of fibers, and it is said that fibers are good for your digestion. So who knows? Sorry.
It's all right. To be honest, like you sound very convincing. You might have even sold it to me now. And you know what, guys? You should probably call an ambulance already, just in case I don't I don't live to I don't get to live another day. Yeah, it may be good for my digestion, but I may be suffering from an indigestion soon because of what my student is suggesting. Usually, students would do that if I were to give them a test or something. Yeah, but I don't ever give Helen a test, so I don't know why she would be so mean to me. She want me to die in such a horrible death by eating my own. Imagine I were to eat the whole thing. I don't think I would survive that.
You shouldn't do that because of the what's the name? Because of dying, all the dangerous products that are found
Or what?
in
Because of
da,
what?
da, not to die, but dying to
Oh,
give
dyeing
color,
color. So some dyeing
dying color.
chemical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
This
full of
this is not the
chemicals and
natural.
it's bad.
This is not the
This is
natural
bad for
color
you.
of the. This is not the natural color of the fiber, is it?
Of course, it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's a good opportunity to teach people that there are two verbs which are pronounced as dye, but
It's pronounced the same. It's pronounced the same, isn't it?
that's what I'm saying. But there is
All
a
right.
different spelling and
I
different
thought
meaning.
I've made a mistake.
You mistake never. You are infallible, Alan.
I'm glad you finally acknowledge that.
Okay.
Acknowledge that. So
Well, I don't
yeah,
have a choice, do I? Like it's safer. I will be safer that way. I mean, it is my kind of a job. It's kind of my job, isn't it, to correct my students? But with certain students, such as Helen, it's safer to just shut up. I'm joking, everyone. I'm joking. Helen can take it, can't you, Helen?
sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. So I have to be careful. Yeah, I have to be careful. I need to choose my words carefully. Yeah.
Not only with me. You do that all the time.
I'm wearing an aubergine hoodie, looking at you. Looking at you. Okay, so I'm gonna correct you, Nina, now. Oh no, You know what? Let's ask Helen. So Helen, what would you correct about this sentence? There are two sentences actually. Yeah. So which one? The second
You
one?
are an aubergine hoodie. I don't see anything to correct in this sentence. Looking at you is making me hungry. Make makes no makes why would it be? It makes, yeah, it, the subject is it. So it makes me hungry.
Hungry? What does it make you?
You know, hungry when you're
Yeah, I do. But
angry because of hunger. Hungry.
that's not what Nina wrote though. So what is it then, Helen?
She just wrote makes. She corrected herself.
No, she already corrected herself. That's fine. But I'm wondering how we pronounce the final word. And I'm not thinking the smiley faces. I mean the final word.
Can you show the comment on screen, please, again?
Oh, I forgot about that. My bad.
Hungry.
Yeah, hungry. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with angry, and not to be confused with hungry.
Yes, that's right. Hungry. Hungry is.
It's a
I don't
nice
know
mix.
why. Do you know why I was trying to listen to you and I wrote the word hanger by mistake? Hanger.
I cannot see anything.
Yeah, probably for the best. Hanger?
Hanger? No, it's something else.
It is something else. But because I was, again, multitasking, I wrote something else. I was supposed to write hangry, not hanger. All right. That's why I like Google Documents, because I can easily delete it. Here I just have to cross it out. And it looks terrible.
Yeah, and as you know, hungry is anger coming from the fact of being hungry.
That's right. I
And
think
see
Lena
all
is
this.
showing off a little bit. She has used two blends in one sentence. A blend is a word that's created
And
from
brunch is a mix too.
wait, where is the camera? Here. From two, so we have two different words and you create, how do I show this? You create a new word. I don't know what I was going for there with the body language, everyone. Ignore that bit, yeah.
And brunch, as we all know, is a mix between breakfast and lunch.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Nice one. Yes. So two blends in one sentence. Very nice. Irana?
Yeah, indeed.
All right. To be honest, we might have to go through the language because I've got a class after this.
So sorry, I promised to have a look on the time, which I haven't done.
Remind me that, yeah, but you never did it. As a punishment, this might have to be shorter now. It might be a blessing in disguise, actually. All right. I can't really show
what
that.
have I said wrong?
Screen, but
what have I said wrong?
I wouldn't recommend doing that. You know, I'm just gonna talk about it again. We have already mentioned most of it anyway. So I like the phrase "you are better lit than me." I like that. Yes. Yeah, it basically means you. What does it mean, Helen? You don't know the answer. Always ask your student. That's that's a good advice for English teacher novices here. Anyone who's watching us here, if you don't know the answer, ask your student. You will buy yourself some time.
So can you let me speak, please? It means
that
you.
Can you
let me? Can you let me speak? Can you let me?
I will try. I will try. Yeah. Now you can.
So it means your lightning environment is is way better, way more light, way more dim light, and the light has always to be dimmed to make you look good, and your face.
I look good without it, Helen. I'm sorry, but I look good in any light. Yeah, whatever light you, you know,
But you're
whatever
at your
light,
best.
whether it's this one or that one or this one, I always look good, Helen. Yeah, so don't suggest that.
You always look good. I do
Thank you.
agree, but
I had to
you're
use it.
at your best when you have.
All right.
Not too
Just
harsh,
joking.
not too harsh shadows on your face, and the light makes you appear at your best.
Yeah, you can also say illuminated. That's a good one. Yeah. Illuminated. Yeah. All right.
Was that a correct answer?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And also what Adam says here. Yeah, like I said. All
Better
right.
illuminated, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Autumn, fall. The same thing. Which one is American English again?
Fall is American.
Yeah.
And autumn is British. Autumn, autumn,
Autumn.
autumn, autumn,
At
autumn.
the end,
Not
there is a schwa sound at the end. Autumn.
autumn,
Autumn.
autumn.
Good.
So this
Good.
one is British.
Yeah. And after I explained this to you, you said it rings a bell.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm sure I've heard it before.
That's what it means. It's a nice little idiom. If something rings a bell, by the way, it means, huh, I've heard it somewhere before. I don't know exactly where, but I've heard it before. I don't know when, where. I'm not even sure about the meaning, but I've heard it before. So I hope, guys, the phrase to ring a bell rings a bell. And if it doesn't, that means you have never heard it before. Or perhaps you know it really well, so you wouldn't even use the phrase "it rings a bell." Okay, hope that makes sense.
So next,
Yeah. Once again, what's the synonym of the phrase "I am used to it"?
accustomed, accustomed to it.
Excellent. As you can see, there's always two: accustomed to it, used to it. Yeah, it's always two. Okay.
Because we talked about it before, it rang the bell.
It rings a bell. Yeah.
It has just rang the bell.
It has just.
Ringed a bell. It has just ring the bell.
What's the
No.
past tense? What's the past tense and past participle from ring?
Oh, rang. It rang the bell.
You've dug yourself
It
into a
rang.
hole. It should be a ring,
It rang.
rang, rang.
Rang.
I think. Yeah.
Wrong. Yeah.
That's why it's better to
Rang.
avoid this, like completely. Just don't use it in present perfect. It has just. It's just.
Shouldn't you encourage your student to take risks and make mistakes
Yes,
by using
yes,
unusual
that's
grammar
right.
structure?
And I also like to encourage my students to be creative, but there is a limit to it. If you are too creative, if you are going too far with it, then you will not be effective in communication. Yeah, that's why less is more sometimes. Less is more. All right.
It rings a bell, this idiom, you know.
Yeah, it was Helen. It was
somewhere.
Helen who once reminded me because I couldn't remember what the phrase was, and Helen reminded me a few times. And thank you for that,
And
Helen.
now you remember it.
I
See,
always
the
learn from
village.
my students as well. That's what I like about this job. Not only do you teach when you do this job, you also learn from your students. You know, and I'm not embarrassed to admit it. You know, I think it's fair enough. Okay. it makes the student feel good about themselves as well. So sometimes I let them teach me something. I pretend I don't know. I play dumb. I play dumb. You know that phrase, to play dumb.
So, how often do you play dumb with me
Every
exactly,
single
Zdenek?
day. Every single day.
I won't trust you anymore, you know.
Because when you play dumb, you can hide the fact that you are dumb yourself. I'm not saying I'm dumb, but occasionally, you know, we all have those moments when we sort of do something that's dumb, yeah? So, but you can always just say, well, I was just playing dumb. Yeah. Anyway, so when you eat something, what do you call that process of after you eat something? Yeah.
Yeah, it
There's
falls down the
process in your
throat.
stomach. What do you call that process again? In your stomach?
Digestion?
Yeah.
Digestion?
Yeah, you're pronouncing it well now. Digestion. I think where's the stress? I'm interested in the stress because I felt like you put the stress on the wrong syllable before. Now it's correct though.
The second syllable, digestion.
Yeah, digestion. We should ask Nrup about this because Nrup, who has been in the comments before, is a medical doctor. He's studying medicine, everyone. So he would tell us exactly what it is, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. Difficult, what's the opposite of difficult? It's really an easy question. What's the opposite of difficult?
You've just said it, easy.
I know, it was on purpose. All right. Yeah, yeah, but that
were you expecting another word?
I wanted to be funny, but then it messed it up because I feel like you had mispronounced it. Yeah.
Easy?
So, and now you didn't because you heard me say it. So I didn't, you know, I didn't cover myself in glory here exactly when it comes to trying to elicit the answers from my student, which is something you have to do as an English teacher. Yeah, you elicit the answers. You shouldn't always tell your students directly what the answer is, because if they come up with it, it will make them feel good about themselves. Not only that, it's more likely to stick.
Exactly.
Whenever
And
they
it's not fun
realize it.
to have the answer just right away if you don't, if you can't think for a little. It's not even fun.
Yeah, it's never fun when you can't think. Yeah, that's right. So sometimes I prefer not thinking at all because it's like you can take a break, yeah, from everything. From
It hurts to
it can
to
hurt to
think.
think sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And I really like the phrase "we are bending the rules." So this is actually a metaphor, to bend the rules. What's the original meaning of the word to bend something? It's a verb, right? It's an action of doing what, Alan?
Yeah, you have some kind of bar, some kind of branch, and
Bar,
you
as in the one where I drink beer, or
what's the connection with beer?
I'm going too
So
far with it. I'm going too far. Okay, can I bend this?
you bend it, and if you bend it a little bit too much, it will break.
Yeah, because
So
this is not really
subtlety is to bend it without breaking it.
this. This one will be easier to bend. This spring, it's a
Yeah.
spring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's made of metal. It's like a
Mm.
light metal, so it's easy to bend. This is I'm bending a spring. Everyone, can you see it? All right.
So you don't break the rule, but you arrange it a little bit in a way that fits you better without breaking it, so
Yeah,
to speak.
but to be honest, yeah, that's the right meaning. You're right. Yeah. For me, sometimes when you bend the rules, it's almost synonymous to breaking the rules. But you are right. If you look at the definition, this is what we're going to find here. Okay. I'm just thinking. I've heard some. I've seen some TV shows, British TV shows about police, and they use the phrase a bent cop, a bent copper, sometimes even a bent copper. So it's like a policeman who is bent. Yeah. So they broke. But in police, you have to follow very rigid rules, right? Even like when you're interrogating and how you obtain evidence, and you can't just enter someone's house without having a warrant. So some policemen
you can put yourself in deep trouble if you don't follow the rules.
Corrupt, might be corrupt as well. Corrupted and like all those things. Yeah, because Anyway, I'm not suggesting that all policemen are like that. Not at all. I think the vast majority of policemen are great at their job. Then we have the verbs to die and to die. So
it is not spelled the same.
I'm gonna make this a bit geeky, yeah?
Yeah.
One of these verbs is a transitive verb. One of them is not transitive. Do you know which one is which?
We do have it, this distinction in French. I've never been able to.
Okay, no, I'll just explain to you what that means. So if a verb is transitive, it means it takes an object. If it's intransitive, it doesn't take an object. Object is like a noun after the verb, right?
You cannot die as killing someone. You can kill someone, but you cannot die someone. But you can paint someone blue, and you basically you have died it.
Yeah.
died that person.
Yeah. Okay. So D-I-E, to die, like
like to kill.
An intransitive verb. We don't use an object after that. You just say someone has died or someone died. Yeah. Yeah. Or someone is dying or something. Hopefully not, but people are dying all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised. And to dye someone's hair, right? When was it last time you dyed your hair, Helen?
Oh, I've done it a few times with more or less natural colors. I've tried some a long time ago, some Helene, but it never were as red as I wanted to. Okay. But it's not red as bright red. It's more what's the don't know exactly the how it will be called.
How it will be called? How it will be called?
Called?
No, how it will be called, or is that correct? How should you say how? I don't know exactly how it would be called.
What?
Yeah.
What it would be called?
Very good, very good. A lot of students make this mistake all the time. How is it called?
What word should be used to describe this color? Yeah, but it never was red enough.
All right. Well, sorry to hear that.
But I haven't done that in a long time.
Okay. And then we have words hungry, spelled with U, like when you are starving, when you
hungry.
Yeah, when your stomach is grumbling and you just need to eat. We say you're hungry. Yeah. You can be angry.
Yeah. You're terrified.
That was angry Zdenek. Was it scary? Was I scary?
I'm petrified.
Hopefully people didn't leave the stream. Although it's about to end actually. So if you have left the stream.
Yeah. 5 to 8.
If you had left the stream, it's not a big deal. So no, if you left, I'm thinking, what have I said? It's not conditional. If you left, yeah, With if, it's complicated because not all sentences and clauses with if are conditionals. Yeah? For example, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. That's not a conditional.
Yeah, yeah, I
I don't
agree.
know. It's an object clause. I don't know what. Yeah. Anyway, I've just made a mistake and nobody noticed. And nobody would have noticed if I hadn't talked about it. Anyway, that's me. That's me. I always do this. Hungry. Hungry is like the blend, two words combined. Hungry is like you
Yeah.
are angry because, Helen,
Of hunger.
because of hunger, because you are hungry as well. All right. And that's about it. I think that will be it for today. That's where we will leave it, Helen. And on this note, because I'm actually genuinely hungry now. I'm not hungry just yet. I might be soon. And I've got to teach a student as well. So I know I'm teaching one now, but what I wanted to say, I've got to teach another student. Yeah. It's not a YouTube live lesson like this one, but it's a regular lesson, not recorded.
So yeah, we
So,
have to wrap it up.
yeah,
To
we have
wrap
to
it
wrap
up.
it up. Thank you very much, Helen, for turning up for this lesson, for attending. You have got
Thank you,
100%
Zdenek, for the
attendance.
lesson as well.
Sorry?
Thank you for the lesson.
You're welcome. It's my job. Is it though? Is it a job?
Who
I
knows?
guess it is. I guess it is. I guess it is. Thank you for coming. And thank you, everyone else, for all your beautiful comments in the super chat. It's much appreciated. There will be a normal chat after this ends as well. So if you haven't managed to watch this in time, you didn't manage to watch this in time, then you can always leave a comment in the normal chat. Yeah. So that's it. I'm rambling. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for
Bye.
joining. Bye bye. Bye bye, Zdenek. Bye.
Bye, Helen. Good job today.